Well, she's hitting the road, and her critics are hitting the roof. Health and Human Services Secretary Kathleen Sebelius bouncing around from city to city this week to promote a health care law that's falling apart back in Washington. But while she's out and about, people using the website, well, they're just down and out. And Dave Maney says a mid-crisis road trip is no way to handle the problem. But Dave, what's wacky about it is if she's defending the fact that she shouldn't be fired, essentially saying it's not up to those criticizing her, it's up to the president, fine. Then get back to Washington to fix this thing so you don't even have to worry about that possibility.
Well, it's behavior that almost seems bizarre, right? I mean, anybody from almost any walk of life who's faced with a crisis over great big promises you've made to people, things that you've said, wait till you see what I can deliver to you. And this isn't just about the website, as you've pointed out many times, Neil. It has to do with, do you have the right numbers of people signed up? And they've got to come through that front door of the website, and they can say there's alternatives, but there's not. So if you had that problem, if you had an existential threat to your reputation, in some ways to the economic health of the country, and somebody said, this is going down, like the plane's going down in flames, I mean, you'd think that your first reaction would be, take me up to the cockpit, strap me into the seat if you need to. If this is going to take days, hook me up to an IV. But I'm not leaving this cockpit until the plane lands.
Exactly. There's no sense of urgency here. I'm not saying it's necessarily her fault, but she's in charge of the department that is shepherding this through. And if there's something getting botched up, she's got to get back to Washington, get the right IT people together, doctors together, put them all in a room, and just say, I don't know what you guys are doing, but you damn well better fix this because it's looking bad for everyone. But there's this great emotional detachment, almost like they're all emotionally constipated and removed from this crisis that they created. Fix it. Fix it.
Detached from reality in a certain way. And I've actually thought about this a lot. I thought, here's a situation where she's in effect, she knows that the process, that everything behind the front door isn't working right. And yet she's out sort of trying to get more and more people to come in that front door. And I tried to think, where in the world do you see that dynamic of bring me more, bring me more? And it's a disaster inside. And the only thing I could come up with was she's like one of those cat hoarders that you see on like Animal Planet or something, where it's like, where she thinks she's being helpful, but in fact, it's disastrous. And in fact, the cats inside are worse off than if they weren't there in the first place, and she's still trying to reel more in.
I don't know, Dave. I don't know. It's just scary. But look, I mean, we have people in charge of agencies for a reason. If something doesn't go good under your watch or it's looking kind of clumsy, fix it. You got to fix it. Incredible.
Got to fix it. Or at least show us that you're trying everything you possibly can.